Yo guys, what's good? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the Lance and Chelsea drama. Yeah, it's just genuinely some of the most stupid fucking TikTok drama I've ever seen. But a lot of people here are picking sides, and I'm going to explain why they're both fucking morons. Now, there's a good portion of you who probably don't know who these people are, so I'm going to explain, and I'm going to start with Lance. If you don't know who this guy is, you might recognize him as like this motherfucker who always starts his videos off with like, "Hey colonizer."
Hey colonizer.
And real quick, I'll show you some of the content he makes. It doesn't really help, I just want to make fun of him.
It's 2022, and can we please, as a society, leave red-facing in the past? Red-facing is the wearing of makeup to dark.
Yeah, he's just getting mad that some chick did makeup over a Disney princess. And it turns out she's a makeup artist, so she does stuff like this all the time, so there's really no reason to be upset about this. But yeah, that's the majority of his content, and apparently he lost like 200,000 followers because of this stupid-ass drama. And rightfully so. I mean, he's a dogshit person. And he likes to preach about, guess what? Misogyny! And you'll see why that's relevant later. Anyways, moving on to Chelsea. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right. I don't think her name is Chelsea, but moving on to her. Her content is pretty harmless, but it's really fucking bad, in my opinion. Like, all of it is just, I make a stupid face and that means it's funny.
Paharist, of course.
Anyways, moving on to this stupid-ass drama. Basically, Lance over here was flirting with Chelsea. They hit it off. Chelsea flew out to meet Lance, and then he ended up raw-dogging her, so... Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Chelsea finds out that he's banging another woman. And, like, that's pretty much the entirety of the drama, but they literally just extended it and made it to this ridiculous process. So in a span of, I think, like a week, Chelsea uploaded 11 videos. 11 about this entire thing. And you can tell she worded these videos so fucking carefully to try and, like, manipulate her audience into thinking that he really fucked up. And again, don't get me wrong, he did. Like, he's a piece of shit. But she's just as bad in this scenario. Anyways, Lance made an apology, which he ended up deleting, but she made a video where she responded to it. I'll go ahead and show that now, but you can't even take this shit seriously.
Hello, beautiful people. I just want to take a second to apologize. To Chelsea, I'm very sorry that our friendship has come to this. I'm very sorry for not being the effective communicator that I wanted to be.
Alright, so apology 101. Every time you apologize to somebody on the internet, you always want to say everything but "I'm sorry that I fucked up."
I may be pregnant with your child, and you are apologizing for your communication. I have an ache that lives deep in my womb, Lance.
Does somebody want to tell me what the fuck womblands are? I can't tell if she's being metaphorical here or if that's actually what she's calling it.
And sometimes I just cry from my soul about it. And I sent you so many messages opening up to you about that. You knew. You knew. You fucking knew!
I can't take this seriously, dude. What the fuck is this?
You fucking knew. I never would have opened up my body that intimately to you. With the trauma that gives me anxiety attacks, my anxiety that manifests in my stomach and I puke. From that trauma.
And now you can see how heavy she is on using this victim card here. Like, the way she's wording this, it makes it sound like Lance fucking sexually assaulted her. And another reason this video is so fucking stupid is because she's talking to him. She's talking to him on a video. You could just call him and talk about this shit. It is so fucking stupid. But, like, instead, you could have just said, like, yeah, Lance is a piece of shit because this and this and this. But instead of talking to your audience, you're talking to him, and it's so fucking childish. And that's the reason why I think this is solely for drama, is because she could have just called him, but she's making all of these videos that are getting millions of views. Like, are you not self-aware, dude? Like, you are both bad people. Not to mention, she's really making the audience feel bad because she put that sad music in the background.
Lance Sosi fully understood my desire for a committed relationship, my desire for exclusivity, and my difficulties with intimacy, which I repeatedly told him. And a month after this particular video that I just shared with you, he was asking me to send him things like this.
Do you see what I mean now by wording it like he did everything wrong here? Like, read the message. I have decided, since we had to postpone, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my favorite piece of lingerie. It's really sexy. I need you to see it. It's preposterous how nice it is. It doesn't really sound like he was really taking advantage of you here. I mean, you're literally offering to show him pictures of you in your fucking bra and panties. Like you're an adult, okay? You gave him consent. Now, I would be understanding if he had, like, I don't know, if he had, like, butt AIDS or something and didn't tell her, but that's not really the case here. If you had just made a video, maybe even 2 videos, calling out Lance for being a piece of shit, that could have stayed as a viable argument. But every single time you bring up your vulnerability, saying how you were sad because you had lost a child, and when you make these kinds of videos with sad music in the background and you're talking to Lance instead of your audience, nobody's gonna take you seriously. And again, don't get the idea that I'm defending this dude either. Like, he's a piece of shit for cheating on her. It's fucked up. And this kind of moves on to my other point about how Lance was making videos about misogyny, which who would have guessed he's a womanizer. But wow, an influencer being the exact kind of person they talk shit about. Big surprise. Yeah, and honestly, that's about it. I just kind of wanted to point out how stupid this shit was. But if you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and come back for the next.